What's going on, everybody, and welcome to this new video where today we're going to be counting down the top 5 best AD carries for patch 6.23. Keep in mind that this is my personal preference and other people might have different ideas about it. I placed Ezreal on place 5 because he's always been a good AD carry and he will always be a good AD carry, but right now I just feel like he's getting overshadowed by the other AD carries, the crit AD carries for example, and he'll always do his fair bit, but he's just not as impactful anymore compared to other AD carries, so that's why I placed him top 5. I do still think that Ezreal is a very strong AD carry because of the safety he provides for himself. You can just stand back and shoot Qs, and if someone comes close, you use your Arcane Shift and Iceborne Gauntlet to get out for free, basically. He also has a very strong laning phase. He can poke from a distance even against losing lanes, and he'll be completely fine because he won't take a lot of damage. In some occasions, you can also swap out the Iceborne Gauntlet for a Triforce, although I do think that's only very good if you're against multiple AP targets on the enemy team, because if you're AD, the armor is going to help out so much from Iceborne Gauntlet. Same goes for the Mercurial Scimitar, because you can technically also get a Bloodthirster and have some more lifesteal and have to have 300 health shield. I think that's very good as well, but you can get QSS if you really need it against some easy target CC. So Ezreal's basically a good AD carry, a very safe AD carry, and he can still work fine in certain team comps. I placed Vayne at place 4 because her skill level is significantly higher than the other AD carries on this list. Although I also strongly believe that her skill level has actually been decreased a lot with the new build, because you can just RQ and delete someone, basically, anyone, AD carries, mid laners, and it's kinda unhealthy for a champion that previously required a lot of skill. I gave her spot 4 because I still think that she can be countered very easily with a strong laner like Jhin or Caitlyn. As far as the items go, I think the Phantom Dancers can get exchanged for a rapid fire cannon. I also think that the Mercurial Scimitar can be exchanged for a Lord Dominik's Regards or a Mortal Reminder in case that's needed against the enemy team. This, however, or both of these occasions, are very based on how the enemy team is built and how they are building at that point. So Vayne is basically a very high damage champion, but also has her weaknesses like short range and can be caught very easily if you get onto her and one-shot her. So if there's a Vayne on the enemy team, make sure you pick something that's very good in lane and can punish her for being weak. As far as Caitlyn goes, she's super strong laner and I think she can do very well against certain champions. Although if you fall behind once, it's very hard to come back until you're maybe 40 minutes into the game. But at 40 minutes into the game, if you have Warlord's Bloodlust, it's very, very hard to be killed. You can just lifesteal with one Bloodthirster and an Infinity Edge and some crit items. This is also the reason that people actually like to go a defensive item like Guardian Angel on Caitlyn, unlike other ADCs. Caitlyn has enough damage from 5 items including boots, to be very effective in team fights. Even very late into the game, she'll probably outdamage most other AD carries with one defensive item. Although it's not very necessary, you can swap it out, you can swap the Guardian Angel out for a Mercurial Scimitar or maybe even another crit item. If you really like to, then you can do that. I basically gave Caitlyn spot 3 because she has a very strong late game. She's a pretty good laner and she's hard to kill once you get a couple of items. So that's why she gets spot 3. I gave the second place to Twitch because he's never been like super strong. He's always been relatively good, but he's never been as strong as he is right now. He's basically a more AoE based version of Vayne. He goes the same build, he can just unleash on someone and absolutely demolish them. His laning phase isn't too bad either. He likes long trades where he can eventually pull off his E with 5 stacks and it'll do a whole lot of damage. He's also a very good snowballer. Once you get a couple of kills, if you get a double kill at level 2, you're basically unstoppable and bound to win the whole game. If you just roam with your invisibility, you can help other lanes and help the jungler get vision. As far as the build is concerned, I like to swap out the Phantom Dancers for an Infinity Edge because it gives a lot more bursts, AoE bursts as well. Overall, Twitch is a very good AD carry, assassin-like, and he can really unleash on someone or the whole team and murder them. Basically a more AoE based version of Vayne. As I said before, he is very strong and can absolutely win you the game. And the first place spot goes to the long beloved Jhin. He's been in the top 5 AD carries for so long and he's always been consistently delivering. He's super strong in every aspect of the lane. He's a really strong laner because he's got a lot of damage and can actually harass the enemy very hard. His mid game is probably his weakest point because his damage falls off a little bit and his ult is only basically used to open up fights, which is a good thing because not a lot of AD carries actually have any engage potential. When it comes to late game though, he just does an insane amount of damage because he can have crits for 1k every single auto attack, not to mention the movement speed he gets to actually kite and chase. As far as the build goes, I think you can swap out the Maw of Malmortius for a Bloodthirster or a Mercurial Scimitar based on the situation of the game. The cooldown boots can also be swapped out for Boots of Swiftness for more mobility, because you don't really need to cooldown anyways. If you're still here, thanks for watching this video, because it actually means a whole lot to me. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode of Preseason Soloqueue coming up tomorrow. Don't forget to like, leave a comment and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. I'll see you all tomorrow. Adios.